Good morning, everybody. And we are back with the Supermom series podcast. Today is 1st April, and that's how we begin our month. Every month on the 1st, having some Supermom who comes and delivers what all she has achieved in life or caused a breakthrough in life, and imparting her values and lessons to us. Maybe this is the basic intention of this podcast, is to make a difference in the parent's life. Parenting is challenging, we are aware of that. So with this podcast, we are just trying to make it more easier, and in a space where you don't know where to discuss about parenting, because parenting is new. It is not being taught to you in school, colleges, but that is what we are intending to do, educating on parenting. And I'm going to invite today my special guest, and I can see her here. Hi Asha.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning. Can you see me and hear me well?
Yes, I can see you and hear you clearly, and you are clearly audible.
You are also, you can keep your camera maybe a little higher. Yeah, this is much better, Asha.
Okay, great.
So it's a pleasure to see you and have you in the Trainmaker Supermom, platform podcast. Thank you for being here.
I'm so happy and grateful that you have invited me here, and it's a pleasure for me to be here and working on this topic and spreading our knowledge, the learnings we have gained, and our experiences, and sharing with the mothers out there. So it's really a very nice opportunity, I would say, and I'm so blessed to be here.
Same here.
Thank you for inviting.
Same here, Asha. Thank you for coming. And whenever I've interacted with you, you come across such a calm and gentle person, and no other better person than you who can handle emotional wellness in mothers. Thank you so much for doing what you're doing, Asha. So
thank you.
So let's get started. So let me welcome our guests. Hello and welcome back to another episode of Chainmaker Supermom Stories. Today we have the privilege of speaking with Supermom Asha Yadav, whose work is truly touching the lives of many mothers. Let me introduce her quickly. Asha is a parenting and emotional wellness coach, a best-selling author on Amazon, and one of India's top 500 recognized speakers. Wow. Through her coaching and her powerful content, she empowers mothers to get clarity about their emotions, which is a big thing today, rediscover themselves, and design a life filled with purpose, balance, and joy. That's wonderful, Asha.
Thank you for this nice introduction.
Okay. And she believes motherhood is not just a role, it's a journey of self-discovery and emotional growth. I'm sure the mothers resonate with this. And today she's here to guide us through what emotional wellness really means for mothers and why it's essential in our daily lives. So without further ado, let's begin the first question. May I have the permission to start?
Yeah. Please.
Thank you, Asha. So Asha, let's begin with the basics. What does emotional wellness truly mean for a mother, and why is it essential in our daily life?
Yeah. So that's a very basic and it's a basic but very powerful question to understand, that for mothers, emotional wellness is not just a luxury, it's a necessity. And it's very important to understand that why. See, emotional wellness is important for each and everyone. No matter you are a mother or you are a father, you are a parent, or you are a student.
Right.
But because we are working with mothers, so we will just discuss about that. But whoever is listening this podcast and जो भी इसको देखेगा, that is for everyone. So the basic meaning of emotional regulation, emotional wellness is how you are handling your emotions. Whenever you are feeling something, how you are managing your stress, how you are dealing with each and every step throughout the day, handling your responsibilities, fulfilling your duties. If something comes up, how you are managing your own self. So that is basically your emotional wellness. The better you handle to those situations in a nice manner, that means you are more emotionally aware person. And for me, इफ अगर मुझसे कोई पूछता है कि मैं इमोशनल वेलनेस को किसके साथ सिनोनिम करूंगी, तो फॉर मी द वे यू हैव ऑलरेडी व्हेन यू इंट्रोड्यूस मी, यू ऑलरेडी टोल्ड दैट सेल्फ डिस्कवरी. द इमोशनल wellness basically relates to the self discovery. The better you know yourself, the better you will be able to handle your emotions, your feelings, each and every situation. And when it comes to a mother, you will be patiently, calmly handle your child, his or her tantrums, and whatever emotions and the things your child is throwing at you. So emotional wellness, if I'll finish it in one word, emotional wellness basically means regulating your emotions in a positive way so that you can handle yourself, you can handle your family, your children in a more positive, calm manner.
Wonderful, Asha. So yeah, at the time when a mother has to do so many roles in today's life, like going to office, handling the work, taking care of a child, taking care of a partner, taking care of the family, and somewhere she loses herself in this journey because that is more convenient for her.
Yes.
And when you say that, yeah, emotional wellness is a part of self-discovery, the moment that is beautifully and profound, Asha, that moment she discovers herself, that is, she's in a better position to handle her emotions and deal with it. And thanks for that insight, Asha. That's profound. So how can unaddressed emotions like stress, anxiety, or self-doubt affect a mother's overall well-being, Asha?
Yeah. So this is something जिसे हम ना ऊपर से कवर करते हैं most of the time. Because when you suppress your emotions, when you are not addressing your emotions, you are basically suppressing those emotions.
Yes.
And till the time you are not acknowledging your emotions, तो आपका उस इमोशन से रिलेटेड जो भी मेमोरी है, जो भी आपका पास्ट ट्रॉमा है, दैट विल नेवर बी हील्ड. बट व्हाट हैपेंस विद मदर्स कि वो हमेशा अपने आप को पीछे रखते हैं. दे ऑलवेज प्रायोरिटाइज देयर फैमिली, देयर चिल्ड्रन. इफ द मदर इज वर्किंग, सो उसको अपने ऑफिस का भी काम करना है, बच्चे को भी देखना है. शी हैज टू टेक केयर ऑफ हर फैमिली. एंड व्हेन वी टॉक टू द मदर्स, वो बोलती हैं कि हमारे पास टाइम ही नहीं होता खुद पे काम करने के लिए, खुद को प्रायोरिटी पे लाने के लिए, राइट. और इसी चीज में समटाइम्स हैपन मदर स्टार्टिंग स्किपिंग मील्स ऑल्सो. ऑफिस के लिए लेट हो रहा है, ओके लीव ब्रेकफास्ट टुडे, no nap at the afternoon. After coming office, she has to take care of the whole family and everything. But she is not addressing her emotions. So whenever you are not addressing your emotions, the emotions get suppressed over a period of time. And फिर एक वक्त आता है जब वो आपका emotion in a form of frustration, in a form of anger, sometimes exhaustion, your energy drainage के रूप में वो आपका बाहर निकलता है. Then what happens? Mother starts snapping at her child, getting angry, and sometimes even she don't know why she is getting angry. There are so much mood swings happens because of that anger, frustration. अपने इमोशंस को दबा के रखते हैं. उनको लगता है दबाना is the only option. But if you are suppressing, you are creating problem not only for yourself, you are creating problem for your child, for your family. Okay. So release your emotions. So what is the steps to heal for that thing? You have to acknowledge your emotions first. Recognize it. That if I'm getting angry, it's absolutely normal if you are getting angry. See, आप इंसान हो. So you have every emotions. You have anger, you have frustration, you feel happy, you feel excited, you feel joyful. So every emotion is there, and no emotion is good or bad. Till the time you are labeling it. So if you are getting angry, first acknowledge that okay, right now I'm getting angry. recognize it, accept it that I am angry, and then release it. There are so many processes of releasing your emotions. Then release that emotion. और एक चीज जो पेरेंटिंग में बहुत जरूरी है और इमोशनल वेलनेस में बहुत जरूरी है मदर्स को समझना और सीखना. इफ यू आर गेटिंग एंग्री, most of the time you are not getting angry because of your child. You are getting angry because you are suppressing your emotions. It might be something at your workplace. It might be something related to your own self. कि मुझे आज कुछ करना था, हो नहीं पाया, मुझे बुक पढ़नी थी, नहीं पढ़ पाई, कोई प्रोजेक्ट कंप्लीट करना है, नहीं हो पाया. And because of that thinking going on and on in your head, suddenly your child did something and you are getting angry on your child. और आपको लगता है आप इसलिए गुस्सा हो रहे क्योंकि बच्चे ने आपका कहना नहीं माना या बच्चे ने कोई चीज फैला दी, बच्चे ने मेस क्रिएट कर दिया. बट प्लीज ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड, यू आर गेटिंग एंग्री, यू आर गेटिंग फ्रस्ट्रेशन बिकॉज यू आर नॉट टेकिंग केयर ऑफ योर सेल्फ, यू आर नॉट गिविंग योर सेल्फ दैट टाइम. So instead of suppressing your emotions, just release it, acknowledge it, release it. This is the only way of healing in this journey.
Wonderful, Asha. So the crux of it is mothers are ignoring their emotion, suppressing it because that is convenient, they think. But
Yes.
then there's a domino effect for that,
Yes.
which comes out for the family or the children. And also I feel physically somewhere the suppressed emotion has to show up. So physically I think somewhere kuch na kuch hoke the mother's health is deteriorated in the long
Yes.
run.
Yes, exactly. Because everything which is appearing on your physical body, it starts in your mind only.
Yeah.
And it starts from the emotional trauma you are going through, emotional baggage you are carrying on yourself. It starts from there only. And for a longer period of time, if mothers are suppressing and not addressing their emotions, see, our body is a chemical factory, right? अगर आप खुश होते हो, your body release particular hormones.
Right.
If you are sad, that it releases different kind of hormones. If you are enjoying something, then some other chemicals releases in your body.
Right.
तो जब आप एक पर्टिकुलर इमोशन में, एक फीलिंग में बहुत लंबे टाइम तक रहते हो एंड योर बॉडी इज केप्ट रिलीजिंग दैट हार्मोन, तो बॉडी में कहीं ना कहीं जाके तो स्टोर होगा, राइट? एंड आवर बॉडी पार्ट, ईच एंड एवरी बॉडी पार्ट इज रिलेटेड टू अ पर्टिकुलर इमोशन. और अगर वो इमोशन आप सप्रेस करते जा रहे हो, दैट पार्ट ऑफ योर बॉडी स्टार्ट सेंडिंग यू सिग्नल्स कि अब कोई प्रॉब्लम हो रही है, प्लीज चेक इट. और लेकिन आप तब भी अगर उसे इग्नोर करते हो, देन इट क्रिएट सम फिजिकल इलनेस इन योर बॉडी. सो योर बॉडी, माइंड, सोल, ऑल थ्री आर कनेक्टेड. आप किसी एक पे काम करके दूसरे को छोड़ नहीं सकते हो.
And for that, Asha says that you have to, whenever you're going through emotions, recognize what emotion, just identify what emotion you're having and deal with it there and then. Like,
Yes.
she will, I'm sure in the going ahead, she will tell how to release that emotion as well coming up. Asha, the next question is, many mothers feel guilty about taking time for themselves.
Yes.
How can self-care improve both a mother's emotional health and her ability to parent effectively?
Yeah. So, in emotional wellness, Sarita Di, it's very important to take care of yourself. Because your wellness starts from taking care of your own self. And mothers start feeling guilty whenever they are spending time with their own self. So I just want to say that self-care isn't luxury. Self-care is a self-preservation. If you are taking care of yourself, you are preserving your own energy. You are filling up yourself with more positivity, with more confidence, with more courage and the clarity for your life. And if you are empowered, then it automatically reflects into your parenting. So I'm taking one example here. Suppose I'm taking example for both working mothers and for the mothers who are staying at home. So say if I'm waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning and I have to go for my work, but I know that my schedule is completely packed and I have no time to work on myself throughout the day. So what can I do in that case? I can wake up 30 minutes early in the morning. So I will start wake up at 4:30. So now those 30 minutes are for me. So that is me time, where you can connect with your own self, where you can rejuvenate your body, mind and soul just by sitting silently at a place for 5 to 10 minutes. You can chant something if you are resonating, you can read a good book, you can spend some time in nature, go outside, spread your arms, take deep breaths and feel the coolness and calmness of the air. Fill yourself with the energy and then go back to your work. So while doing this, you are setting the intention for your whole day.
Right. Right.
And when you are doing this, your children are observing you. When they observe, they absorb and then they reflect.
Yes, yes.
Whatever you are doing, if your child is looking at you, if he is learning from you, he also start building that habit कि सुबह उठ के ऐसा ऐसा करना चाहिए, so that I will feel better and I will set the tone for my day. So that is a very important part in parenting also. You know, if you are a mother who is if you are a mother who is always keep on learning, तो आपको अपने बच्चे को बहुत कुछ सिखाने की जरूरत नहीं होती है. आपको उसको सिखाने के लिए उसके साथ उतना टाइम स्पेंड करने की जरूरत नहीं होती है. He observe you and he absorb that thing automatically. वो कहते हैं ना, be a learning mother instead of a teaching mother. So if you are a learning mother, you are growing, your family is growing and your child is automatically growing with you.
100% agree to it. And when you're sharing about this, I remember seeing one of your social media posts where you were making a schedule for yourself, a timetable for yourself, the plan for the day, and watching your son, without you telling, he started making his day. Can you just tell more about that?
Yes. So my child is now 6+, but because I'm doing these practices like 2.5 years, so now he's observing me and he's watching me very closely. So every month I make my schedule and I am not making it online, I make it manually. A4 साइज शीट का पेपर लेके उसमें अपने पेन से, अपने स्केल से मैं पूरा अपना स्केड्यूल बनाती हूँ, so that he also learn कि आपको कैसे अपनी चीजें ऑर्गेनाइज करनी है. तो हर महीने मैं अपना स्केड्यूल एट द फर्स्ट ऑफ द मंथ आई प्रिपेयर इट. तो वो मुझे जब देखता है तो नाउ ही इज ऑल्सो डूइंग द सेम. वो मंथ के स्टार्टिंग में अपना स्केड्यूल बनाता है. मंडे आई एम प्लेइंग बैडमिंटन, ट्यूसडे फुटबॉल, वेंसडे क्रिकेट. सो वो ऐसे बनाता है. ऑल्सो नाउ डेज ही इज वेरी वेरी मच उसका इंक्लिनेशन हुआ है हेल्थ के टुवर्ड्स. So nowadays he is focusing on कि मुझे कब खाना है, कब पानी पीना है. He is also making that also. He started making that also nowadays. और मतलब चीजें, his father is an athlete, तो वो रनिंग में बहुत ज्यादा उनका रहता है. तो उनके साथ साथ वो रनिंग के लिए भी जाता है. There are so many books at my home. मुझे मेरे बच्चे को बोलने की जरूरत नहीं होती कि you do your studies and everything. वो नई नई बुक्स आती हैं तो he feels very excited and he start reading those books also. तो when we are doing something, बच्चे हमसे सीखते हैं और आपको तब कहने की जरूरत नहीं होती, वो खुद करते हैं वो चीजें.
That is the golden nugget from this episode. I would suggest this Asha. What a profound thing. At 6 he is being so disciplined, watching his parents, just not preaching. So the main thing you said, when parents are learners for life, automatically that they see their the children see their parents and they listen, versus when they teach they repel, they would listen. So, and parents usually complain, my children don't listen to me and do that.
Yes.
Do you listen if anybody tells you, is the question. So this is what it is.
Yeah. So here you have mentioned that point and I remembered something. One of my friend, one day she was talking to me and she was complaining about her child, that my child is not doing studies, he is not reading and this and that. So I just suggest her ki you start reading books with him. Okay, whenever after dinner you are going to bed, just pick one book and read for 10 minutes. That's it. You do it for a month and your child will automatically start reading books. Then she replied, अरे कितना पढ़ लिए, अब कितना तो पढ़ चुके हैं, अब क्या बच्चों के साथ भी पढ़ेंगे. So it's not about how much you are reading, it's about how consistent you are in that practice. If you are doing that thing in a daily basis, you do just for 5 to 10 minutes. No need to sit for 1 hour and do that thing. Just sit for 5 to 10 minutes with your child every day, and that muscle memory start building up. Ki every time before going to bed, before going to sleep, we are reading 10 minutes every day. So that practice helps your child to build that habit. Now, for example, I'm practicing gratitude. I'm writing gratitude every day in the morning. And while we are going to bed, we are practicing the gratitude circle. One gratitude, मैं शुरू करती हूँ, कोई भी शुरू करता है, एक gratitude मेरा बच्चा बोलेगा, फिर मैं बोलूंगी, फिर मेरे husband बोलेंगे. So like 5 things we have to say. तो 5 चीजें मैं, 5 मेरा बच्चा, 5 मेरे husband. So like that, the cycle goes like that. So now he is very optimistic about each and everything. कि कुछ होता भी है, सडनली कुछ ऐसा सिचुएशन आ गया which is not favorable, वो आउट ऑफ द बॉक्स जाके कुछ ना कुछ ऐसा बोलता है कि I also get sometimes shocked. आप इस तरह से भी सोच सकते हो क्या?
Beautiful, Asha. And really, this is such a beautiful sharing that you have done, and I hope parents take this as a takeaway, like, a simple exercise like a gratitude circle they can take away and do in their family. And the thing is, children observe us parents and do whatever we do. So more than listening to us, be aware that they are watching us. So thanks, Asha, for that. And so can you say, for coming back to emotional wellness, Asha, what are some early signs that a mother's emotional wellness is suffering, and what steps she can take to heal?
Okay. So the early signs are basically everything not starts, like with a very high frequency. If you are feeling anger, if you are feeling frustration, that means that is something there in your past, जहाँ से वो चीज शुरू हुई है. And over a period of time, because you have not healed that part, you have not recognized that part, so now that thing is at that level कि you are feeling continuous frustration, you are feeling anger, you are feeling exhaustion throughout the day, you are feeling draining your energy, and you are just whenever कोई situation आता है, आपका बच्चा कुछ बोलता है, every time you just yelling at your child or snapping at your child, arguing with your family members or your husband. So if you are feeling that this is happening on a continuous basis and for a longer period of time, that means you need to recognize and heal yourself. If sometimes कभी कभी ऐसा होता है कि आपको अचानक से गुस्सा आ गया, अचानक से मूड स्विंग हो गया, दैट इज नॉर्मल. एंड फॉर मदर्स, फॉर विमेन्स, दिस इज नॉर्मल बिकॉज ऑफ द मंथली साइकिल्स. योर बॉडी गोज थ्रू द हार्मोनल चेंजेस एंड दिस हैपन, दैट हैपन. सो दैट इज ओके अगर वो थोड़े से पीरियड के लिए हो रहा है. बट इफ यू आर फीलिंग दैट द फ्रस्ट्रेशन, डिप्रेशन, स्ट्रेस, एंगर, एंजाइटी is with you for a longer period of time, so that is a sign to consult with some some doctors or the person who is dealing with that thing. So these are the early signs, and if you are not taking care at this stage also, that leads to the higher level of depression and stress, kind of emotional issues. And the later part, how to heal. So the first thing is just take a pause, because we are running one after another. काम नहीं हुआ है, दूसरा करना है, ये करना है, बच्चे को देखना है, हाउस होल्ड रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज हैं, पार्टनर है, घर में अदर फैमिली मेंबर्स हैं. यू आर जस्ट रनिंग बिहाइंड एवरीथिंग. and not taking pause.
Yes.
So whenever you are feeling that something is getting out of your control, don't need to hold everything. Just release it. In every situation, we have three options. No matter कैसी सिचुएशन है, क्या challenges हैं, क्या issues हैं, every time we have three options. First, you change it. Second, you accept it. And third, leave it. अगर आप चेंज नहीं कर सकते, आप एक्सेप्ट कर लो. और अगर आप एक्सेप्ट भी नहीं कर सकते, you left that place. So this is very, very important to understand.
Change, accept, or leave it.
Yeah.
Try to change the situation, or
Yes.
you accept the situation as it is,
Yes.
or just leave it
Or
completely.
just leave
ऐसे ही
it.
रहेगा
Yeah.
ये situation.
ऐसे ही रहेगा. आप उसको कुछ नहीं कर सकते, आप उसको कुछ नहीं बदल सकते. And now the healing part comes. You recognize your emotions. That right now, this is the situation. And then give your emotion a name. आपको अपने इमोशन का नाम देना है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ आई एम गेटिंग एंग्री, तो मुझे फर्स्ट रिकॉग्नाइज करना है दैट यस आई एम गेटिंग एंग्री. सेकेंड, यू गिव दैट इमोशन अ नेम. एंगर इज द नेम. फिर अपने आप को बोले इट्स ओके टू फील एंग्री. आई एम लर्निंग हाउ टू रिलीज इट. इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. इट्स okay to get angry. Now I'm learning how to release it. Yes.
And can you just give, because I have seen and I have dealt with clients, and most of the cases they feel anger. The anger is all bottled up, you know, with the children or with their partner or the family members, extended family members. So how do you, once you recognize your emotion is anger, how can you just suggest how can they release it?
Yes. So see, the anger is because of so many reasons. Anger का एक reason नहीं होता. So I'm sharing my example that now everybody tells me that you are so calm, so relaxed, but I was a person back then who was getting angry throughout the day. तो मेरे ऊपर ना गुस्सा बहुत हावी था. But that was not something जो मेरा था. So that anger was not me.
Okay.
And that anger was not something that comes out from me. मेरा anger था external factors की वजह से. And how that external factor? My father got angry very easily and very frequently. And my parents started comparing me with my father, my relatives, my mother, and the people around me. They started comparing me with my father. Up. This is a very important thing and very very interesting questions you have asked. तो अब थोड़ा सा और पेरेंट्स को यहाँ से सीखने को, मतलब चीजों को ऑब्जर्व करने को मिलेगा. So when I was a child, I was quite a child who keep जो अपने में ही रहता है, बहुत साइलेंट रहता है वैसे वाला. And then slowly when I grow up, मेरे पेरेंट्स ने, मेरे घर वालों ने कंपेयर करना शुरू किया कि अगर किसी बात पे आपको गुस्सा आया, इसको गुस्सा अपने पापा की तरह आता है. तो दिस इज समथिंग वेरी कॉमन इन फैमिली कि बच्चे को पापा के साथ, मम्मा के साथ, चाचा के साथ, दादा दादी के साथ बहुत कंपेयर करते हैं हम, राइट? सो इफ यू आर अ पेरेंट वॉचिंग दिस, लिसनिंग दिस, प्लीज आज से ही उसे स्टॉप कर दीजिए. दिस इज द बिगेस्ट मिस्टेक वी आर डूइंग इन पेरेंटिंग. तो दे स्टार्टेड कंपेयरिंग मी. तो मुझे जब भी मैं कुछ काम करती थी तो मुझे ऐसा लगता था गुस्सा आना बहुत जरूरी है. अगर आप किसी से बात कर रहे हो, इफ द पर्सन इज नॉट रिस्पॉन्डिंग द वे आई वांट टू रिस्पॉन्ड हिम और हर, तो मुझे लगता था गुस्सा आना जरूरी है,
नॉर्मल है.
हाँ, नॉर्मल है. क्यों? अब इसको गुस्सा आएगा. घर वाले क्या बोलते हैं? अब इसको गुस्सा आएगा, अब ये अपने पापा की तरह करेगी, अब ये चिल्लाएगी, अब ये ऐसा करेगी. तो आपको नहीं भी आ रहा है, लेकिन आप 10 आवाजें सुन रहे हो उसी तरीके की, तो आपको वो गुस्सा आने लगता है, राइट? इफ द थिंग्स आर नॉट हैपनिंग द वे यू वांट टू हैपन इट, तो भी आपको लगता है मेरे हिसाब से क्यों नहीं हो रहा, तो फिर गुस्सा आना चाहिए. गुस्सा आना जरूरी है. सो व्हेन आई स्टार्टेड वर्किंग ऑन माई सेल्फ, आई रियलाइज कि मेरे अंदर गुस्सा नहीं है. वो गुस्सा इसलिए आता है क्योंकि ऐसी सिचुएशन सामने आती है और पीछे से वो आवाजें सुनती है कि अब गुस्सा आएगा, तो वो गुस्सा आने लगता है. जब आपको अपना रूट कॉज पता चलेगा किसी भी इमोशन का, नो मैटर वो एंगर है, फ्रस्ट्रेशन है, या आप एंग्शियस फील करते हो, आप फियरफुल फील करते हो, वो कुछ भी है, जिस दिन आपको उसका रूट कॉज पता चल जाएगा, यू विल बी हील इट लाइक वेरी इजीली।
या आपको
So
अगेन
that
पता चलेगा कि कहाँ से, व्हाट इज द रूट कॉज, कंडीशनिंग हो जाता है आपको।
yes,
नाउ दैट यू आर अवेयर, नाउ यू
yes,
कैन डील विद योर एंगर बेटर।
yes. So the moment I got this breakthrough and I realized कि मेरा गुस्सा सिर्फ बाहर से आ रहा है, मेरे अंदर गुस्सा नहीं है। आई एम अ वेरी काम पर्सन। आई स्टार्टेड हीलिंग माई सेल्फ। तो हीलिंग की जर्नी में आपने बोला कि व्हाट आर द स्टेप्स टू डू टू रिलीज दैट।
Yeah.
तो फर्स्ट टू फिगर आउट योर रूट कॉज कि आपका गुस्सा आ कहाँ से रहा है। आपका गुस्सा इसलिए भी हो सकता है कि आपका ऑफिस में कुछ काम करना है एंड यू आर नॉट एबल टू मेक इट हैपन। इफ यू आर अ मदर हु इज स्टेइंग एट होम एंड यू आर प्लानिंग कि फेस्टिवल आने वाला है एंड यू हैव टू डू सम अरेंजमेंट्स फॉर दैट एंड फॉर 2 to 3 days यू आर नॉट एबल टू मेक इट हैपन। तो आपको लगने लगता है 3 दिन बाद फेस्टिवल आ रहा है, घर में इतना सारा काम है, दैट एंशियसनेस स्लोली कम्स आउट एज एंगर इन यू। आपको फाइंड आउट करना है वो कहाँ से आ रहा है। वंस यू फाइंड आउट दैट रूट कॉज then you release it. How to release? The first step to release any emotion, जो बहुत सिंपल है, हर कोई कर सकता है और उसमें आपको किसी चीज की जरूरत नहीं है। Just bring out your thoughts, your overthinking, your frustration, your emotions on a paper. Just take a pen and paper and write whatever is coming into your mind.
Okay.
Just sit for few minutes और कलेक्ट कीजिए अपनी हर एक चीज को कि क्या है जो आपको परेशान कर रही है। एक पेन एंड पेपर उठाइए और कंटिन्यू 5-10 मिनट तक लिखते रहिए। एंड वंस यू फील दैट यहाँ पे वो जगह खाली हो गई है, यू होल्ड दैट पीस ऑफ पेपर इन योर हैंड एंड जस्ट थिंक कि जो भी दिमाग में था, एवरीथिंग इज नाउ ऑन दिस पेपर। नाउ टीयर दैट पेपर एंड से एंड यू नो सेंड द सिग्नल्स टू योर माइंड कि जैसे जैसे वो पेपर फट रहा है, योर इमोशंस आर ऑल्सो getting away from you. You tear that paper and throw it outside. You can throw it in your dustbin. You can burn it. You can flush the ashes. Whatever you want to do. जहाँ आपको लगता है you are feeling better after doing this, you do that.
This reminds me the scene of जब we met where करीना कपूर ने सब जो लिखे विखे सब फाड़ के सब फ्लश कर दिया।
Yeah, and this is a very powerful. This is very powerful. So many mothers are connecting with me, and the first thing जो मैं उनको बोलती हूँ करने के लिए कि अभी कुछ मत करो, अपने आप को जज मत करो, कोई प्रेशर फील मत करो, just do this activities at least for 30 days. अगर आपने 30 days के लिए ये एक्टिविटी कंटिन्यू कर ली without doing anything, leave everything apart, just do this for 30 days. 30 days के बाद में आपको लगेगा you are the new person. जो कुछ था, जो पास्ट ट्रॉमा था, जो भी पास्ट बैगेज था, इमोशनल बैगेज था, वो कब रिलीज हो जाता है आपको पता ही नहीं चलेगा। आपको लगेगा इतने दिनों से मैं खामखा इतने प्रेशर में थी, इतने बर्डन में थी। दिस इज अ वेरी सिंपल प्रैक्टिस एंड द रेस्ट ऑफ द प्रैक्टिसेस start practicing gratitude is one of the most powerful. Because as a human we just focus on the things which are not there in our life. कि जॉब नहीं है, इस बार प्रमोशन नहीं हुआ, मेरा बेटा बहुत मैस क्रिएट कर देता है, चीजें बहुत फैलाता है, मेरा बच्चा पढ़ाई नहीं करता है, बाहर खेलने नहीं जाता है, मेरे हस्बैंड मुझे समझते नहीं है, मेरे फैमिली मेंबर्स मुझे सपोर्ट नहीं करते हैं। सो दिस इज समथिंग वेरी नॉर्मल मतलब वेरी जेनेरिक है ये सब मदर्स में, सब विमेन्स में, और ये विमेन्स में ही नहीं है, ये सब में है, ये बच्चों में, बड़ों में, हस्बैंड में, पेरेंट्स में, ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स में, ये सबके साथ है। एंड ग्रैटिट्यूड इज वन ऑफ द पावरफुल प्रैक्टिस। इफ यू स्टार्ट डूइंग इट यू विल स्टार्ट फीलिंग कि आपकी लाइफ में कितना कुछ है।
True. Thank you Asha for this wonderful tips. Like one is journaling करना है, अपना emotions को बाहर, negative emotions को बाहर निकालना है तो.
Yes.
Second is gratitude. But if parents, highly I advise, if still you feel that you are being pulled down, sucked down, please connect with coaches like Asha They will definitely help you. You'll have a confidential space, a safe space where you can express, where in a time and where there is no people who are there for listening. This will be a safe space, and no better coach than Asha to deal with your emotions. Definitely get in touch with her. Of course, I'll be putting her Instagram handle in our post. So coming back to our next question, why do many mothers struggle with patience, Asha, and how can emotional wellness help in managing parenting stress?
Yeah. So for patience, मैं कहना चाहूंगी patience is the most powerful practice in parenting journey. The more you practice patience, the better, the easy your parenting journey will be. So patience, mothers often lose when they feel exhausted, when they feel overwhelmed, when they feel the things are not going in their favor. So they lose their patience, basically. So I'm taking one example. When we are connecting to the emotional wellness to the parenting side. So suppose a mother, okay, and the child is playing, and the child spills juice over the floor, all over the floor. So here are two cases. One, if the mother start yelling at the child, why you are doing this, you always like this, you always create mess, I'm already doing so much things, now the other thing I have to do. This is the one case. And the second case, mothers looked at the whatever the child has created, that mess, and she said, it's okay Vita. गलती सबसे होती है. I also do the mistake and it's normal. Now let's come together, we will clean it up. So there are two cases. Okay. In the first case, the mother is not emotionally balanced. There are some emotions which are controlling that mother. In the second case, the mother is well aware about her emotions. And she knows how to regulate their emotions, how to regulate her emotions in a more positive and productive way. जूस तो ऑलरेडी फैल गया है. अगर अब आप बच्चे पे चिल्लाओगे तो व्हाट हैपन, बच्चा जाके कोने में बैठ जाएगा एंड शी विल थिंक कि अगर कुछ ऐसा होता है तो आप ऐसे आपको रिएक्ट करना है, राइट? बिकॉज द चाइल्ड इज ऑब्जर्विंग यू. नो मैटर आपको समझ में आ रहा है कि नहीं आ रहा है, बच्चा आपको 24/7 ऑब्जर्व करता है. तो इन हर लाइफ व्हेन ही ग्रोज अप, तो जब भी उसकी लाइफ में कुछ होगा, ही ऑब्जर्व दैट थिंग और वो वैसे ही रिएक्ट करना शुरू करेगा,
करना शुरू कर देगा.
हाँ, एग्जैक्टली. एंड इन द सेम केस द मदर रेगुलेट्स इन अ वेरी नाइस मैनर कि इट्स ओके, जो होना था हो गया, नाउ लेट्स कम टुगेदर, वी विल क्लीन इट अप. तो नाउ जो चीज ऑलरेडी हो चुकी है उसमें भी द सेकेंड मदर looks an opportunity. She's looking this thing as an opportunity and she's bringing her child to closer her. और वो उसको सिखा रही है कि if the mess is created, how to clean that mess. She's involving her child into that thing and she is teaching her how to regulate emotions, how to clean that thing, how to manage the situation and how to manage your own self in that particular situation.
So I can see how the child will be raised in the first scenario. कुछ भी like as the child बड़े होगा, उसके साथ में कुछ भी होगा, the child will react like start इसके वजह से हुआ, उसके वजह से हुआ, आपके वजह से हुआ. But in the second scenario where the mother is emotionally regulated, the child अगर उसके साथ कुछ होगा बड़े होके भी, he or she will be in control of the situation. अब क्या करे इसके बाद? Like what, that is the question he'll ask, and that child will be more responsive in his behavior than reacting. Profound insight there, Asha. So coming back to our last question, and finally, what is the one message or mantra every mother should remind herself daily to cultivate emotional wellness and become a thriving parent?
Okay. So one thing, see, I'll start with my journey only, and then I will, so that mothers can resonate with this thing. If that she is sharing something, that means we can also connect that thing and we can also practice that thing in our life. So I started my journey as a emotional wellness coach initially. And when I was interacting with the mothers, तो mothers का ना हर एक क्वेश्चन के बाद जो क्वेश्चन होता था रिलेटेड टू देयर चिल्ड्रन. आप मदर्स को अकेले उनके बारे में कुछ नहीं समझा सकते, बिकॉज मदर्स आर ऑलवेज कनेक्टेड टू देयर चाइल्ड, नो मैटर हाउ लो लाइफ कंडीशन शी इज गोइंग थ्रू. तो उनको अपना नहीं दिखाई देता, उनको पहले बच्चा नजर आता है. सो आई एम जस्ट I just want to convey this message to all the mothers out there. If you are happy, if you are empowered, if you are courageous, if you are confident, if you are respecting your own self, if you are loving yourself, if you know your worth, if you are able to set your boundaries to protect your own energy, to protect your own self, then only you can raise a happy, confident, courageous, independent and beautiful human being on this planet. So beautiful. Instead of working on your child, start working on your own self. Once you are grown up beautifully, once you are grown up the way you are, then you don't need to please anyone outside. You don't need to drain your energy for the people who are not not aligning with your thoughts, your purpose of life. I just really want to say this as a mother, as a woman, that first protect yourself, love yourself, take care of yourself, and leave the rest. Your child is observing you, your child is absorbing your energy, and if you are growing beautifully, if you are thriving beautifully in your life, उसको तो अपने आप मजे करने हैं जिंदगी में.
That is wonderful, wonderful, Asha. Yes, mothers out there, please take care of yourself, be kind to yourself. That is what Asha's message is for today. So once you take care of yourselves, your emotional well-being, rest all is assured that your child will be growing in a wonderful family and will be a wonderful leader of tomorrow for this world. So mothers, do take care of yourself. And anything else you want to add, Asha?
No, that's it from my side. And the journey of motherhood is not a 2-year journey or a 5-year journey. It's a lifelong journey, and you have to practice the patience. 2 साल में आपका बच्चा एक अलग तरीके से बिहेव करता है, 5 साल में एक अलग तरीके से, 20 साल का होता है तो उसके पैटर्न्स, उसके बिहेवियर अलग हो जाता है. एंड व्हेन वी आर ग्रोन अप लाइक इन आवर 50s एंड 60s, आपका बच्चा 25, 30, 35 का होता है. So then also there are so many challenges as a parent you will face. So get ready for that because there is a huge age difference. और उसमें बहुत सारी चीजें बदलती हैं. The external world is changing on a very fast pace. आपको उसके साथ अपग्रेड रहना है, आपको अपनी लर्निंग्स को कंटिन्यू रखना है, so that you can match with the vibes of your child. The better you are resonating with your child, the better will be your bonding. और आपका बच्चा अगर कोई भी इशू होगा ना, फिर वो आप ही के पास आएगा. But if you are not giving time, if you are not giving love and compassion, the love and compassion they deserve in their early ages, फिर तो at the end of वो कहीं ना कहीं अपना कुछ ढूंढते हैं जहाँ they are feeling connected. And then the parents start complaining कि बच्चा हमारी बात सुनता नहीं है.
Absolutely. Again, a profound insight that start building communication, start listening to them, give them time right from they are a little one, and once you give them time, they will give their time when they grow up to you. Thanks, Asha. And before we wind up, I would like you to tell quickly about your book. If our audience wants to buy your book, can you just quickly talk on that?
Yes. So the book Life is basically completely based on my motherhood journey. So I have shared my experiences over there because the line I shared always be a learning mother instead of a teaching mother. So the whole theme is that. So I have shared my experiences that what I have learned from my child. हमें एज अ पेरेंट लगता है कि हम अपने बच्चे को चीजें सिखाएं सिखाएं सिखाएं, बट दिस इज नॉट द ट्रूथ. दिस इज जस्ट द बिगेस्ट मिथ एज अ पेरेंट कि हमें अपने बच्चों को सिखाना है. So whatever I have learned from my child, I mentioned there everything, my learnings, my experiences, and incident from my own life. So I mentioned there. For example, जो मैंने आपको gratitude का बोला, हम बच्चों को सिखाते हैं कि आप gratitude लिखो और बोलो. बट द ग्रेटिट्यूड जब बच्चा पैदा होता है वो तभी से आपको ग्रेटिट्यूड पे करना शुरू कर देता है. द वे द चाइल्ड हग्स यू, द वे द चाइल्ड किसेस यू, वो बार बार आपके पास आता है, आपको कडल करता है. सो दिस इज द वे ऑफ अ चाइल्ड टू शो देयर ग्रेटिट्यूड टुवर्ड्स देयर पेरेंट. राइट. दे सेलिब्रेट एवरी स्मॉल थिंग. लेकिन हम भी वही करते थे बचपन में. लेकिन बड़े होते होते बिकॉज ऑफ द एक्सटर्नल इन्फ्लुएंसेस वी लॉस्ट आवर ओरिजिनल सेल्फ, एंड नाउ वी आर लिविंग ऑन द मार्क्स ऑफ सोसाइटी which society has set.
Looking good, pleasing everybody, Bessie. And it sounds like an interesting book, and I think parents will get insights from your book, and it's available on Amazon. Parents, do go and buy Asha Yadav's book, The Life. And on that note, thank you so much, Asha, for sharing your deep wisdom and warmth with us today. I would like to thank audience, Pravesh, Arun, Devki, Pooja, Storyful Parent, Manasi, and Turn My Tweets into a Book. Thank you so much for joining us and cheering us and encouraging us for this talk. And Asha, your insights around emotional wellness and motherhood and self-love and self-care were not just valuable. I think it is the need of the hour to spread this, give this education to mothers, because they don't even know what they're dealing with. It is like normal to them because they have seen their mothers and generation. So talks like this, when you come and talk about it, people become aware like what they are dealing with, and it is, I feel, the need of the hour. So you've given us all a permission to pause, reflect, and care of ourselves without feeling guilty, as mothers.
Yes.
So for everyone who's been listening, I hope today's episode reminds you that your emotions does matter and your well-being matters, and that you can be a thriving mother by first being a nurtured woman yourself, taking care of yourself, and that is how you will be a thriving mother. That is the simple thing is what you have to take care of yourself. So Asha, thank you for the privilege of time, and thank you so much for being on this show. And do stay connected with Asha. I'll be putting her Instagram handle in my post of this video, and you can follow her and do connect with her if you feel like you have some connection with her. And Asha is a wonderful coach. I vouch for that, and do connect with her. DM to her, and she'll be more than happy to serve you. And yes, on that note, don't forget, audience, every month, friends, do connect. I will bring you another super mom who's making a difference in her own way in this world. And thank you for joining us today. See you next month on Chainmaker Super Mom Stories. Until then, stay kind to yourself and keep growing from within. Thank you, Asha. God bless you.
Thank you.